Oh, Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for November 17th to the 23rd. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in, Pisces. This is a week. It could be its own meme. It is such a week. It is indescribably busy, as you can see. Look, every day, chock full of aspects. Some days up to 4 aspects. That's including one aspect that is so rare. Not everyone on Earth experiences it. It's a zany sky. There's so much happening. You're going to feel, with everything that's happening this week, you're going to definitely feel nostalgic. You're going to feel romantic, rebellious, antsy even. There's some things you want done. Half the solar system's retrograde. But listen, you're also going to feel very driven. You're going to feel inspired. And great news, Pisces, a lot of y'all are going to feel relief. So this week, there's a lot happening. It's a little applesauce. I'm making that a word. It's a thing now, okay? I hope you like apples. Now, the biggest thing of all, well, we know what I've been saying. Out with old, in with the new. For a really long time, you're going to really feel that this week, okay? And this is a week that requires patience, but the biggest thing of all, you will have huge epiphanies. Starting on Monday, November 17th, you've got the Sun in Scorpio trine Saturn in your sign, 25 degrees. Now, if you saw last week's reading, what happened on Sunday? You had the Sun trine Jupiter, the luckiest day of the month, that spills over into Monday. Because now, remember, you have Jupiter trine Saturn, right? All month, 25 degrees. So perfect. It's the perfect grand water trine. All at 25 degrees. You also had a grand water trine earlier this month. You have another one over this weekend. I mean, come on. You're part of it. You're part of it. And yeah, over the week, there's more in the back. That's what I'm saying. It's a loaded week. But you've got on Monday 3 very important planets connecting with each other in the same element. That's a trine, right? And so this is so enormously auspicious. It's emotionally moving. It's water. You know, water heals, and trines have the nature of Jupiter. So this is bringing you comfort and good fortune, expansion. Saturn in your sign, offering stability, support, as you move forward on your journey. While the Sun, optimism and willpower. This is happening in not 1, not 2, but 3 areas of your life for the first half of the week, right? With the Sun in Scorpio, that's your 9th house. So there's this intense, burning passion that you're going to feel to expand your horizons and travel for sure. That's your 9th house. And the fact that this is just, when I see what's going on for y'all, it's pretty big. You remember, you do have Mars in Sagittarius still too. Yeah. So you are, you've got an appetite for adventure, but then you've got Jupiter in Cancer as well. You've got a lot of home and family stuff, like great stuff that's about to just continue to move forward, and love and relationships and family, children, all that, creative projects as well. Okay. Some of y'all having kids. Did I tell you that? Yeah. Congratulations. Now, also, you've got Saturn in your sign. Come on. You're the one that's bringing that stability, right? And this is all about your dreams. This is a lot of intuitive energy too. So you're going to feel rewarded. There's a sense of hope, right? With what you've been working on, whether something in your physical world, something circumstantial within you, maybe something since March 2023, since your birthday season, finally coming to fruition. But you are definitely going to feel this glimmer. There is this emotional buzz that's really, really, really nice. And again, a lot of it's going within. Like I said, half the planets are retrograde. And with that said, you're also going to feel this urge to fix things from your past. And you're possibly going to really, 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 really spend some time thinking about that in a spiritual context, in a context of what will make my life more meaningful than it is, because Mercury will sextile Pluto on the same day. Remember, Mercury is in Sagittarius where he's weak. He can't talk the talk, but Pluto is not retrograde. Pluto, the planet of power and transformation, you're going to walk the walk. You got this. You're good. You're fine. Because Pluto in Aquarius, that's your 12th house. That's your home. You're comfortable here. Okay. So the fact that you got Mars and Sagittarius in your 10th as well, there's something here that you want to be recognized for, something that you're working on. But it really is like there's this spiritual energy around it, especially with the fact that we have so many planets in Scorpio, right? And that is your 9th house. So something with your belief system, something for you to believe in. There's something here where it's your perspective on things are changing, but this is really amazing. Okay. Your intuition's going to be off the charts. There's definitely healing energy here as well. As in, you could be doing something to heal others in some capacity. Now, remember that Pluto, Scorpio's ruler, excavates, right? So a lot of this can be internal. You're definitely going to have it's like a mini spiritual awakening right here, something deep inside you that's going to awaken. And that's just scratching the surface compared to what's about to come. Now, Tuesday, November 18th, Mercury back into Scorpio. Okay. So, and Mercury's still retrograde until the end of the month. So you are definitely having moments of people, circumstances from the past resurfacing, especially in October when Mercury was direct in Scorpio. But there could be a lot of themes related to relationships and building wealth and your legacy right here, right now. Okay. So this is all in the name of reassessing, rethinking the direction of your transformation. And Mercury has a little bit of FOMO because he's in Scorpio. The grand water trine's already, that boat's taken off. So yeah, he's on board, but he's all the way in the back. Okay. Party's in the front. Mercury's in the back, but he's going to make it to the party. Trust me. Okay. When we turn this around. So the fact that he's back in Scorpio, now you've still got a stellium in Scorpio, just a lot of planets there, busy in this intense sign, passionate sign. That's going to return. You're going to feel a lot of that, especially in the way that you're thinking about things, especially with travel, education as well, publishing, broadcasting, all part of the 9th house. There are things that you want to say, okay? And that detective energy within you for what you desire, that's going to be strong. You're going to be seeking because you got Venus and the moon and the sun and Scorpio too, building up to Wednesday, November 19th or the 20th, depending on where you live, because you got the new moon in Scorpio, 28 degrees. It's going to happen right around midnight. And as I said in your monthly forecast, this new moon is not quiet. This entire day is not quiet. You've got the sun, moon, and Mercury all at 28 degrees. You got a Mercury Cazimi. The same time, you got a new moon. Mercury's in the heart of the sun. The sun is with the moon. This is unique. It's special. Okay? But on top of that, you got Mercury opposite Uranus too. It's not on the whiteboard, but that's all on the same day. And so this new moon, you throw in Uranus, it's almost like this new moon is almost like something that wasn't supposed to touch water. It is an electric eel of a new moon. You're going to feel it, right? There's something here where Uranus is going to bring those jolts and surprises that he's known for. The unpredictable. Uranus is in your 3rd house. That happens to be Mercury's home. There's a little bit of overlap here for you in terms of communication, messages, things like that. And remember, it's a new moon in Scorpio. Take out that Scorpio part. Take out the new part. It's a moon. Emotions, right? Throw in the Scorpio part. That's amplified emotions. His depth is limitless. Meanwhile, by the way, another aspect, Mercury trine Neptune in your sign this day. That's amazing. It's dreamy. It's all about your ideals. It puts the passion in compassion. So when I say you are going to feel something, you are going to feel something this day. You've got the new moon. You have Mercury Cazimi. You have Mercury opposite Uranus, and you've got Mercury trine Neptune in your sign. That's 4 aspects, and we're only on Wednesday. And you're still riding the tail end of that grand water trine that you're part of, about to move into another one. Let's 3 things here, okay? The big 3 takeaways. 1, for this day, This is Mercury's turf, okay? Sure, you're going to feel something with this new moon, which is all about new beginnings. So please set intentions. You're also going to have profound clarity. What I said earlier, finding meaning, okay? Especially for you, because this Mercury Kazemi is happening in Scorpio with a new moon in your 9th house of wisdom, of inner wisdom, of spirituality, of your philosophies, of the big picture. You are going to have new perspective. It's like you woke up from the spell of Mercury in Sagittarius and you suddenly realize, oh, wait, I am actually not in a Disney movie. This is real life. This is my life. I have one life to live in this reality, and I'm going to own this. Because this Mercury Kazemi is a flashpoint. It's an awakening. It's linked to the past, retrograde, right? For something new for your future. Which brings us to point 2. It's still a new moon. It's a complicated one, but it's powerful, and it has support, okay? So this new moon, there's something happening for you. Travel is a big thing, like I said. Publishing, broadcasting, education, teaching, learning, all of that, okay? But Scorpio's ruler, Pluto, yeah, in Aquarius is forming this sextile here. It's wide of an orb, but it's still here. It's like you saw the movie Anora, that won the Oscar this year. Remember the guy who won the supporting best actor? The one who was in that movie, he was just always in the background in every scene. It was somewhere in the back all the time. You never miss him. He was always there. His presence as basically an extra was so powerful, he was nominated for an Oscar. That's Pluto, okay? He's got your back. He doesn't even have to do nothing. He's got your back. That's what I love about this, okay? Remember, you create your reality, so you got to set intentions, but this is your 12th house. Again, it's very spiritual, and it's meaningful, and there's something healing here. It's all about rest and retreat as well. There's something here where, this is psychic to a whole other level, all right? You're transcending dimensions. So really, really big, powerful new moon for you. And remember what I said in your monthly forecast anyway, it's Scorpio season. It's all about death and rebirth. You've already done the death part. This is it. You're reborn here, okay? Scorpio energy is all about relationships too, like intense, like deepening relationships and like I said, building wealth and intimacy. This is carrying you for 6 months into May 2026. So please set those intentions, okay? This is going to be a big one. Uranus is the last thing, the last piece of this puzzle. Uranus, this new moon puzzle, this package deal. Uranus in Taurus opposite the new moon and Mercury in Scorpio, 28 degrees. Mercury was at this degree on October 28th. You picked that up. I hope the reference that 28 strong, 2-8 equals 10 equals 1. New beginning. But the bigger thing here is that something from around that time could come up around this time unexpectedly, and it's Uranus in your 3rd. So could be a message, could be communication, could be something that has to do with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. Travel is a big thing for you around this time, okay? Be mindful that there may be, a Mercury retrograde, right? Travel delays, etc. And even like maybe you were curious about something around that time. Yeah. Around October 28th, there was something you were curious about. What was that? Pisces, what was that? Anyway, give it a think. Uranus is at a critical degree, 29 degrees. So he's still rumbling. Yeah. Remember, Uranus just moved back into Taurus. Uranus is so far out there. He moves slowly. So he's still rumbling, bringing those disruptions and the unexpected and breaking the rules. Yeah. So just remember, whatever happens around this time, he's still retrograde. With Saturn, with Neptune, with Mercury, Kazemi, all of that. So whatever's happening here, this is also your internal radical breakthrough, an awakening, okay? Of not only who you were, but from this point forward, who you're meant to be. It's that download that you're going to have. This is big for you. It's your 9th and your 12th. Like it's is big for you. Okay. Now, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon, for your, husband or, that juggler that you have a huge crush on down the street, Alamo Avenue, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and I'm throwing in Cancer, and I'm throwing in you, will feel this new moon the most. Okay. Planets, if you know your natal chart, if you got planets 26 to 0 degrees in any of those signs, yes. Buckle up. Your life is about to change. Now, here's the other thing. You got the sun, moon, and Mercury. They're the headliners. Yeah. Don't forget about Venus. Venus is still in Scorpio. Okay. Venus is love. Venus is relationships, money, beauty, harmony, all that creativity, creative projects. Venus still has presence. Okay. She is, remember, in Scorpio. I've talked about this. She's in a sign where she gives 0 Fs. She can wear her leather boots, throw rocks at your window, things like that, whatever. That's Venus. This day, yeah, there's a fifth thing happening. Venus will be at 15 degrees, meaning she's going to have this connection with the North Node in your sign and the South Node in Virgo. What does that mean? There's something fated happening on this day. The day of the new moon for you, okay? And it's Venus. It's Venus. Remember, Virgo, South Node and Virgo. Virgo's your opposite sign. So that's partnerships, relationships. 7th house, that's her home. So there's truly something changing for you. Truly. Love, relationships, contracts, breach. Remember, she's bringing something fated. It might be very emotional too. She's in Scorpio. Thursday, November 20th, the biggest highlight of the month. You got Uranus and Taurus, sextile Neptune in your sign. Welcome to your epiphany, Pisces. Welcome to your epiphany. This is huge. I speak about this aspect in detail. I'm going to leave the video at the end of this video, what you can expect for the next 2 years of your life. Yeah. For you, Pisces, with the prism portal, right? Remember, Uranus, sextile Neptune is part of that. This is huge. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. Just remember, this is generational. It's culture defining. We haven't had this aspect since the late 1960s, the era of love, peace, and happiness. That pretty much sums up what this is and how you're going to feel. And remember, these are really outer planets. You're going to feel it for many years. And when I say you're going to feel it for many years, it's feeling liberated. It's being open-minded, curious, expanding your consciousness, creative energy, but it's revolutionary. It's a collective awakening, and it's at 29 degrees. So it's really potent. It's got magnitude. You're going to feel it internally. They're both retrograde. So it's more about your personal revolution within a spiritual revolution that began this fall and will continue for years, because that's part of the prism portal. And with that said, it really is, from this moment forward, you will realize all the answers that you do seek really come from within, especially you. This is a big deal. It's your big breakthrough too. It's you. It's Uranus, right? The Great Awakener. Your big awakening. And Neptune in your sign. Come on. This is all about you. This is also a slow burn, by the way. 5-part story. They meet 5 times. And so this is almost a prelude to your big hero's journey. That, because the biggest peak of Uranus sextile Neptune will be July 2026. And that month will go down in history books. And I talked about it a lot. I talk about it on Great Awakener, but when I say this is rare, we won't have this. Like after 2027, they don't meet again until 2137. Yeah, you're going to feel a big shift. Friday, November 21st. And for you, it's all you. Neptune is in your sign. So the fact that you've got that at the same time, you've got Pluto active in Aquarius in your 12th, you got all this activity in Scorpio in your 9th. Like, yeah, you're definitely going to have huge awakening. Now, Friday, November 21st, you got the sun opposite Uranus and also trine Neptune. So very interesting here. There's something, it's like there's something revved up, first of all, with the moon will conjunct Mars this day, by the way. And there's something here about career that we'll talk about in a second. But when you've got the sun in Scorpio opposite Uranus and Taurus, remember I talked about this last week, that Taurus Scorpio axis is pretty much all about love and money, okay? Relationships, intimacy. It's Uranus, so it's an opposition. There could be something that comes out of the blue. Again, third house activity, and then ninth house. So the biggest things would be travel. It could be like learning something education wise, but communication is a big thing, and spirituality. Now, for you, whatever happens around this time will trine Neptune in your sign. So that brings a lot of creative solutions and compassion. You're going to feel this. Your imagination. It's a great day for the arts. It's really nice. Remember, the answer is within. Go get inspired, right? And then you have the sun moving into Sagittarius, joining Mars, who's already there. And remember what I just said, the moon conjuncting Mars as well. So what does this mean? Just right off the bat, you're going to feel this urge for not only adventure, but expanding your horizons. Like, what is the big picture? What is my quest? Yeah. And a lot of it will have to do with your reputation, your career, and what you want to achieve. It's your 10th house. That's where Mars is at. And so whatever it is, your legacy too, right? Whatever it is, Mars is going to make you go find your calling, go after your calling. And it's Sagittarius energy. There's that sense of that self-belief, right? You're going to have the faith of a Girl Scout. This is a season of fire and freedom. And with everything that's happening this week, how you're going to feel something, how you're going to think and have that awakening, you're going to go explore now. Because Sagittarius, remember, is the archer, the centaur, right? Those are strong horse legs. They are not idle. And remember, Mars is here. So Saturday, November 22nd. Yeah. Oh, here we go. You got Mercury in Scorpio, trine Saturn and Jupiter. And as you know, Jupiter's trine Saturn. So what does that mean? You got another grand water trine that you're a part of. So Mercury finally made it. Okay, on that dinner cruise, he's the life of the party in the front of the boat. They're eating the good shrimp. You get how it is. Okay, this is so amazing. There's this effortlessness to it as you network. It's Mercury, as you network and communicate and build bridges and brainstorm and have amazing ideas. And again, just a lot of, I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of y'all are traveling or planning travel or thinking about travel of the mind. This is nice. Okay. You're going to feel that smooth sailing. All right. And there is so much happening here with the fact that you've got Jupiter and Cancer connected to Saturn in your sign. Like, this is nice. This is really nice, especially because Jupiter and Cancer is exalted in bringing you a pleasure and fun. It's like, it's the house of dating and going out and being silly and like creating things. You go create. You don't have to, you create your reality, sure, but you could go create a piñata, whatever you want to do. It's fun. Okay. Now, the other thing is, yeah, you can also throw Neptune too. Sure. Neptune's very close here. So you can throw Neptune. Neptune's in your sign as well. But when you do all the math here, it is just, all this water energy, all the emotions, the intuition is really at the helm. Remember, water is liquid, right? It's also fluid. And so it's you navigating, yeah? That you charting your course. And the sea is so calm and it's so supportive. There's something stabilizing with Saturn here. And in your sign, there's something hopeful here as well with Jupiter involved. And it's just even coming after those Uranus oppositions, there's the turning of the tides. It's you riding the waves into this brand new era. Okay? Never forget, hope is the pillar that supports the world. And I say that because I've talked about the collective for a long time now. You're really going to see emphasis here and your role and how you contribute. November 23rd, the Sunday, you've got the sun in Sagittarius, sextile Pluto and Aquarius. This is one of the, you're going to love this one. It's, this aspect's all about being rewarded for integrity, for honesty. It's very do the right thing energy. Pluto brings authority here. You could have really big impact on a VIP or someone that you need to impress, or you could find yourself being very influential as well. And remember, you've got the sun in Sagittarius now in your 10th house of fame and career and achievement. So really, really love this for you. That's power steering. Okay. Now you got power steering, and this is you and your cruise, you cruise control, however you want to do it. Go set sail. All you got to do, go forth, go set sail. You're seeking adventure, and you've got this, all right? And you know I'll never, ever make a joke about you sailing on the tarot ship. I would never do that to you, Pisces. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for November 20. Where are we? 17th to the 23rd for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For a big week. Pisces, come on. All right. You're cracking me up. I can't even look at you. Pisces, I do a traditional Cultic Cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. And love y'all. And yes, welcome to the midnight hour, burning the midnight oil again with this big old construction lamp. I can't even. Yeah. Thanks so much for staying up with me. It's late, Pisces. Let's do this though. Let me see something here. Okay, great. Oh, great. Wow. You listen. There's change. That's obvious. Okay. I hope you get that. And then, did I mention like this week kind of just feels like the high priestess for you? It kind of does when you got all these activations, your 9th or 12th, the Sagittarius energy, the Scorpio energy. It's just for you. Anyway, I love that. Anyway, you're good. Just expect change and don't resist change. Okay? You have the Two of Swords. What are you holding in? What's got to come out? We're in Scorpio season. Remember that Mulder, Scully energy, Daniel Craig and Knives Out. Something's got to. There's secrets coming to the surface, truths coming to the surface. Being honest with ourselves about something, facing something we have to face. Right? It's like when I say being honest with ourselves, like really admitting to ourselves, okay, well, this has got to change, or I have to say something about this, or I really don't want to think about this, but I got to put a pin in the bud. Is that the phrase? Anyway, it could have to do with like relationship, by the way. And there could be something here that's also really new, that it's almost like you're on this new path, and you've got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, if that makes sense. Okay. So really have that confidence if you're going to move in that direction. Yeah. But the biggest thing is what these swords are going to get heavy. You're going to have to make a decision, or you're going to have to face something, or there's something here where you want to get comfortable enough to take off that blindfold. Okay. And then, wow. You got the 8 of Cups and the heart of your spread. So look how empowered you feel with that. Okay. Something, again, sets you free. Look at him leaving those cups behind. Nothing's wrong with the cups, by the way. He just knows something's better for him. He's moving to higher ground. You can even see, what did I say? Well, but this passion that you're going to feel. You see the red cloak for passion and power, the red boots, and an eclipse, something game-changing. Yep. This is a turn of events that's happening this week for you. It is humongous. You've got to take that action. You've got to recognize something here. You've got to leave something behind. Remember, it's even old habits, old patterns, old structures, old systems. When I say out with the old and with the new, look at the direction you'd be going. No, look at the Ace of Pentacles in your challenge area. So again, well, two things here. That's why you're moving forward. It's almost like there's something like that did come in, something new that didn't work out. Okay. And there is this acceptance of maybe I was wrong, or, like that kind of energy. It doesn't have to be. It's still just recognizing something here. Yeah. That your path moving forward, being able to see the direction you want to go, the transformation that you want. The other thing is there could be something that hasn't come in yet, and you got to go get it. Okay. So remember, this is just a weekly reading. So with that with the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new path, it is this new pathway. So just be very mindful of that. It's all about moving forward. You got the Death card in your crown. End of one chapter, beginning of a new one. Is the Death card. All right. It's change. Yep. Change is the only constant in this world. You want it. It's clear. You're in a place where you want change. But deep down inside, there's still something there with that 9 of Wands where it's like, there's a little bit of resistance. Don't resist change. Okay? Go with your gut. You have so much intuitive energy. Like you're going to be channeling Bashar or something this week. Like there's so much. But the 9 of Wands, wow. Come on. The great news is this card is a card of resilience, and it is saying like, okay, I've gone through a lot. This is going to make the difference. Yep. So you've got to trust your intuition on whether you're moving in the right direction or not, or if you're getting in your own way. You've got the 2 of Swords here. Look at her. Back turned to the moon and the sea. What we say earlier, emotions, intuition, like you got to connect. You got to go within. The answers are within you. And there's her affirmation. That's everything. That's everything. This is you going into your element. This is very interesting. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you've got the High Priestess who's clearly, this is all about your intuition, your intuitive journey, you being in touch with your higher self, like higher mind, right? Your pineal gland, all of that. Listen to your inner voice, trusting yourself. What did I say about belief and self-belief and all the answers right here? Yep. Guardian of the subconscious. Don't be afraid to go deep. You got the moon, sliver of the moon, that 2 of Swords. Same here. Yeah. You have the sun peeking out here. This card is attributed to moon in Sagittarius. And then you got the High Priestess with the sliver of the moon. So other than the Ace of Pentacles, everything here is sun and moon during the week of a special new moon. So it's kind of interesting. But even if you look across your cross, it's all the sliver of the moon. Even her headdress, you see the different phases of the moon. So there is something here that feels very emotional this week. But also, remember what I said, emotionally moving with those water trines, the grand water trines, and look at where it takes you. This is amazing. Okay? If you look at the progression, look at the story being told, the change you want, it comes from within. Let's look at your stuff. Pisces, I love y'all. What was my question? Oh, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Tell me come on. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. There's a little bit of career stuff for y'all. So you're going to remember Mars is like, go, 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 go. All the other planets. There's a lot of planets that are saying, we're retrograde. Not yet. We got to tie our shoes. So you may be feeling a bit of that. But oh, you'll see when we get to December. You're going to. All right. Let's. Oh, I didn't even flip all the cards. Wait, what happened here? Is okay. Nighttime readings. Nighttime readings. Am I right? Stop it. You okay. Very okay. Cute. Funny. All right. You're good, by the way. You're gonna be fine. You got the devil. Out with the old, in with the new, right? But also, this is we gotta let them go. We gotta be honest with ourselves. And it can have to do with relationships. It can have anything. This is pessimistic thinking. This is addiction. It's obsessions. It's codependency. It's bad behavior. It's all of that. But it's recognizing it, right? You see the two people chained to the devil here. These chains, they can break out anytime they want. But because the longer they're here, the more they absorb those energies of the devil. But to break free, you got to be aware of what those chains are. And you have to care. Yeah? So there's something, again, right here. It's like we got to leave something in the past. We got to face something and move forward. Two of wands. How funny. Maybe I'm absorbing your psychic energy when I said 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's in your external factors area. So are you waiting for someone? And they're also just like, and you're not getting that full answer. You're waiting for someone or something. And you got to keep doing you. It's your, what I say, it's your boat. It's your cruise. It's your journey. You got the power steering. Okay. The other thing is that it does feel like also, it just feels like there's something that you're hesitating on. And so it could be because of something circumstantial. Now, the 2 of Wands in your external factors area, I do feel like there is some sort of decision that you might be waiting for too. Just trust your intuition. There's something. It's almost like you already know. Does that make sense? You already know, but 10 of Swords. Okay. There's a lot going on up here. There's so much. And it could be you holding on to a lot of that energy of things that have already happened, things that are part of the past. But remember, part of the past will come up and resurface. And this is your time to say bye, bye. Yeah. Hit the road, Jack. There's something here that's got to go. And it really sets you free. And the Queen of Cups, that's so much emotions, right? Cups are emotions and feelings and love and wonderment, intuition. She's very intuitive, but she's got all this self-love and all this compassion and empathy. And it just, this is, I love this. And so that's how you want to, it's almost like you moving forward, not resisting change, you being okay with some things, letting some things go, to do you, to be you, to feel empowered, to be in touch with you and your spirit, all of that. Wow. That's treating yourself well with that Queen of Cups. And even, look at her feet in the water. Speaking of all this water energy. Queen of Cups is Cancer, by the way. All this water energy is that it's like her superpower is the water. She's in touch with her emotions and her feelings, but also it's like, how do you say the word? It's not, it fuels her emotional intelligence. Yeah. You're actually like, you've got great things waiting for you on the other side, but this is everything that I said earlier. You're just becoming a lot more intuitive. There's something this week that's so spiritual and awakening for you, and spirituality that those words mean something different for everybody. So you've got to ask yourself, what does it mean for you? Yeah. But there is something here. You're seeking more. And a lot of it really just is inside you, and you've got to wake that part up. Pisces. Did I tell you this card is attributed to Saturn in Pisces? And literally you have it right now. So remember, bringing you that support, that stability, your dreams, everything that you want. Pisces, next week. Oh, we got, okay. Yeah. And we got another big week next week. You have a Venus in a water trine. You have Venus connecting with Saturn in your sign. Anyway, that's like relationship building for sure. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is happening. And yeah, second spread, we're going to use the Tempest spread because of all the water energy. Yeah, we're going to isolate this new moon. I want to look at this new moon. Let's private eye that, right? And see what's going on with this new moon for you. Okay, Pisces. So tier 3 members, really good, and legendary members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. Oh gosh, I don't even know what card that was, but we'll save that. I'll show y'all. Let's see. That was meant for y'all. There you go. King of Wands. There you go. Sitting in that throne. It's got your name all over it. Well, that's passion. That's someone who's spirited and alive, and he can't sit still, and he wants to do this and do that, and he's a big leader, he's a CEO, but he's very, like, his life has been completely transformed. Okay, now it's time to go. All right, thanks so much, Pisces. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.